I could just go live on my personal
Are
Facebook.
you gonna go live on your personal Facebook?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I have
Or just share or live anything and so.
that too.
Yeah. Make it easy.
Yeah.
My belly look big there in the live, boy. The camera is really messing me up. Eh?
Yeah. So one of the things that's most interesting.
Right.
I mentioned it yesterday, but it's funny.
Is that a hole in my shirt there?
I have one in my shirt.
Yeah.
Right
Poor people thing, eh?
there.
Come to work on a Friday, you have a shirt. The shirt have a.
You know why?
It's a
Because I'm
hole?
holy.
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 I know what that is.
So yeah, one time somebody was like, because you see, I always have a comeback for something.
Right.
Because I find it weird.
Uh-huh.
I find it weird and really interesting that people fear change so much that even when you do personal changes in your life,
It affects them.
It affects them.
They're afraid of it.
I don't understand. So
Yeah,
okay,
that's true, you know.
I got big.
Uh-huh.
Everybody could see that. Everybody could see I get big.
Uh-huh.
The first thing you'll do greeting me is like, "Oh my gosh, you really get big."
I'm the opposite. I've lost a few pounds, right? And everybody's like, "Hey, Asylum, you okay there? Boy, you're a diet man."
Why? So why you? Okay. Why not ask me? Why just not say anything? Point blank. I mean, I could see my body. I know.
You're fully aware of what's going on.
Yeah. So one time somebody was like, you should really lose the weight. I'm like, I could, but I don't like to lose in life. I don't lose in life, bro. I win. And then another guy had to come back. He said, win, no, his wings. All I do is wings, no matter what. You understand?
Yeah.
So people need to stop that.
Accept it for who you are. If you're changing, if you're going through changes, and for whatever reason, sometimes it's for health. It might be the person's choice.
There's so much.
Or Jules, yeah, boy, yeah, you're there. That haircut didn't fit you. How is that your business?
Yeah.
That's the first thing. When good afternoon, if you save there.
How is that your business?
But just on a serious note, though, that haircut don't fit you. I lied, bro. One thing I don't do
I gotta put this mic in front of you.
is lie. I don't lie. People know I don't lie.
You don't lie.
Right? Let me tell you.
So you don't sleep.
Just hold your head up.
That's a different thing.
Okay. You just say you don't lie.
All right.
That's lay down. That's a different thing.
Jules, that joke doesn't. Anyways, talking about dry jokes.
Right now,
Yeah.
that's another thing I have a problem with. Today we're talking about it's wicked. What's
Free
it?
Up Friday.
Free Up Friday.
Yeah. WTF. Welcome to Friday.
Another thing I have a problem with people who lie. We will talk about that first, and then later we'll talk about the other thing.
All right.
I don't understand. Let me tell you, lying is for children, point blank. Because most times there's a consequence of licks when a child do something, so they'll try and lie to get out of it.
Right.
There's a consequence of whatever. I mean, most times the parents actually know the truth, but the child still try to protect themselves and the skin by lying. I don't understand why an adult, real grown-up adult, working for their money, nobody are paying bills for them, would lie about anything. Take responsibility for your thing.
Of course. Like it or leave it. That's how I always say. Like
You're
it or
not
leave it.
protecting anybody when you lie. Because you're only making things worse.
True.
You ask me if I don't like something, I'll tell you no. You understand? People, and everybody wants the truth until they get the truth. So people lie because people want them to lie.
People want them to lie, especially when you in relationships.
Oh my God!
Don't even talk about that. It's almost like
women want men to lie to them.
Because when we tell them the truth, they don't believe us.
Exactly.
You lie.
Can you have something with that girl? Yeah, man. So I'm your papi show now. You take me? Oh well. Okay.
If that's how you see it.
Can we have something with the girl? No. You lie. You have something. But I just told you that though.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't see the need to lie, Jed. You understand? I really don't. You ask me something, it's either I don't answer you, or I tell you boldface, yeah, that is what it is.
That's what it is.
You understand? True. Because at the end of the day, if you decide, well, you're going to stay out of my life for it, then that's cool. But then, imagine how worse it is when you're on your merry day. Sometimes on your best days, you're hearing the real truth of a situation.
And then your mind is like, wow, that happened already. What's that? Hold on there. Press the wrong button there. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
What do you think about lying, bro?
Boy, you know, I mean, I have had situations where I had to tell a lie because, you know, the person was expecting me to lie to them. Because had you had tell them the truth, you know, they would. But I've gone past that. I mean, to me, as it is, I give it to you like it is. You don't like it, then leave it.
Yeah.
Simple.
So here's a question for the ages, right?
Yeah.
Who does a man love more? The one he lies to or tell the truth to? A man have two women.
All right.
Right?
Who does he like?
Who does he love?
The most?
Actually love more? The one that he lies to or the one that he tells the truth?
I think the one who tells the truth.
Why?
Because women especially always say, "I rather you tell me the truth, hurt me with the truth."
Women say, bro.
They say
you
that.
can't rely on nothing women say.
But I believe that if he's open and tells the truth to that person, then it really shows some caring. Because guess what? He doesn't want them to find out otherwise later, which usually is the case. Because when a woman asks you a question, right? When a woman asks a man a question, she already don't have the answer already. Mm-hmm. She's just waiting for him to validate himself.
Yeah.
Or make a fool of himself.
Yeah.
You get me? So for the one he tells the truth to, I think it's just his way of protecting her from hearing something else other than the fact.
So then what's the logic of him lying to another girl?
I don't know,
Because I would think...
Because somebody has to be lied to, and I think that's what it is. I think it has now come more of a thrill than an actual tool to necessitate a situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Because, I mean, okay, when you really think about it, it's always this side girl knows the truth all the time.
All the time.
They know all your other side business.
They know your wife. They know
exactly. They know everything. So would you say that he loved the side girl more than his own wife?
Oftentimes so, Oftentimes so. Because, you see, the thing is, whenever a man or a woman decide to step out of a relationship, that it means that they have really gotten to a point where they have given up.
I beg to differ. It varies. Okay.
Here's why I differ. On the most part.
Here's why I differ. Right. For men, and that's the thing,
Men is just it's a habitual thing. It's
sex
a habit.
And love
it's two different things.
It's two different things for men.
Right.
For women, it's one and the same.
One and the same. If a woman have sex with you, she loves you.
Exactly.
Or she at least care about you.
Or has plans to grow with you in that manner, or hope that it happens.
Right.
Sometimes they accept that it cannot go further, but deep down they know that's what they want.
Right.
For men, they see something walking in front of them that's trippable, they'll trip it.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like, oh, okay. That's how we wired, not our faults, Because the truth is, right? Like I tell people, there are worse things that could happen in a relationship than infidelity.
True.
Really and truly. A lot of people think...
But we use infidelity as the flag.
No, but let me tell you something, right? Here's the situation that I always ask women and they cannot answer me, right? I think, let's call the girls there.
You call the ladies? We need the ladies in here. All right. Let's just go call them. Don't leave. Just call the ladies. Tell the ladies, hurry. Come.
I'll say this.
All of them. Whoever's out there, bring them in.
All, yeah.
Ladies, I said. Ladies, my brother. Ladies, my brother. Ladies, you're not supposed to go all the way outside. We're going to the general office area.
They beat him with a deck stick. Right? So the situation is quite simple. I'll say it and I'll repeat it. Right? If your man treats you great, he does everything he has to do, he put in the time, the due diligence, like you literally have no complaints. Right? But however, he has affairs with women unknowingly to you. And then you happen to find out one day.
Come on, ladies.
How would you handle that?
All right, so let's keep talking.
Yeah, that's the situation. It's a very simple situation. And hopefully our very beautiful sales executive would give us some insight, along with our very dangerous admin assistant. Anybody else? The other one not coming?
She's not coming? Oh, she's not called.
Close the door.
All right, close the door for us.
I have a problem with open doors. I really do.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Let me get a microphone there for you. It's done already.
Yeah, Ethan. Yeah, Ethan.
I don't waste time, man. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
All right. So, Ifin, give me a little volume then the lady's microphone.
Yeah.
On the lady's microphone, not the music. Oh,
Let me
boy.
see. About Figu Fele Goldman.
So we needed some women,
some female
perspective
right?
on this situation here. All right?
Okay, so let me give you some background. As we know, a love for man is different than for a woman, right? A woman would put love and sex together, while for a man it's two completely different things. In terms of a man could have sex with you and not love you. Period. Point blank.
Yeah. Have no intentions of
going further with you.
As a matter of fact, a man might not even want to look back.
Exactly.
After it's done.
Right? So here's the situation, right? Your man loves you. I'm sure you guys have had men or have men, right?
In your life that love
In
you.
your life.
Yeah.
Right? Your man loves you. Your man takes care of you. Like literally take care of you.
The look on their faces, maybe we got the wrong two in the office.
Maybe. Let me tell you.
You guys never...
Right? So listen, here's the situation, right? Your man loves you.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about proper love. I'm talking about you call him, he drop everything to come and check for you. That kind of thing. He takes care of you, be it, I mean, within his means. I mean, we're not talking about any ideal man. We're just talking about a man that handles his business. You feel me? He takes care of you. When you need something, you put effort into it. He make time for you, quality time for you, and all that. And then you just happen to find out that he had I wouldn't say an affair. He had sex with another female, right? Or you have a few females having sex with. Now, bear in mind that same man treats you perfectly. He respects you. He always gives you his time. There's never an instance where you call him and he out with another girl and he tell you he busy, he can't make it, nothing so. He there. Would you leave that man?
No.
So you just admitted that it's okay for your man to have a little cloaks on the side. As long as he's handling his business.
Okay,
As long as he's handling his business. Right? Say
All
that again?
man is-
All
say
man-
it in the mic. Say it louder for those in the back.
We'll set this back up because
Yeah, she.
I want to hear what you have to say. All right, let's do this.
all man does on, so you know.
All man does horn.
Well, I mean, if you want money fried and you don't horn, they can't need horn. They can't need horn. It's illegal
you feel the same way
to
too,
drive
then?
a car without
All man
horn.
does horn. So okay. Would you knowingly get into a relationship with someone who is considered a player or somebody who you know might have a few women?
No. But most of the time they just hide it at the first.
So, but
So
you
what if
just
he
said-
doesn't hide it and he's like, okay,
Okay.
listen,
Well,
I-
he's flirtatious.
and he's like, I love you. However,
So what makes us different if you love us compared to the other woman, huh?
what makes you different?
No, because he's
Things-
you're
let me
the
tell you
one, you're the
something,
one
yeah.
he would actually.
Let me tell you something. When a man looks at a woman, he looks at the possible mother of his children, right? He understands some of the itches he's scratching ain't mother material. It's just an itch to scratch. That's the truth.
True.
You feel me? Same way y'all woman know who can be a father. Because when y'all the men y'all look for.
I think women in general, especially the younger women, and I keep not saying the younger women because I don't think they know. I think there's too many women out there who have children, and if they had the chance to reverse the father,
They would.
They would.
Yeah. Say it louder.
Exactly. Say it louder.
Like me.
Like you.
Yeah.
But then, don't you see all these things? Don't you see all these traits when you're in a relationship or when you're with the guy?
But
Exactly.
sometimes
Don't-
men so good they just hide it. You know?
No, let me tell you.
No.
And again,
So-
that's
so-
my
so-
point.
Well, let me ask you. Okay, have you ever gone anywhere, gone to a store, saw a dress or an outfit you like, and just go and buy it? You
Yeah.
try it on, you check it to make sure it's the right size. Even
Right.
when you buy shoes, you check
If
to
it's
see
a
if.
small, we don't have to try it, huh?
Huh?
If it's a small, we don't have to try it.
No,
We
but
just
on the
take it.
most part, you want to know if
And then
it's,
how
if
would
it's
you
you,
feel
suits
knowing
you.
that you didn't try that dress and now you go home and you're like, so the dress not fitting me well. You understand? That makes sense, right?
Does it make sense?
Exactly. So, and the truth is, right, men give off the signs.
They always do.
And you know what
always
women
do.
say? He'll change.
Yeah.
No. Stop it. You understand? The good men show their signs too. You understand? They show their
All
signs.
men do. All men
The
show their
flags
signs.
are flagging.
Yeah.
You understand? But you know, we're like, well, there ain't nothing until it's too late, and it's like. But we're going back to the point. So you're saying like, if your man treat you well, right? So you're saying that. So we're agreeing that there are worse things in a relationship that could happen than infidelity.
Yeah.
Because if your man respecting you and he treating you like that queen up there, then it really and truly doesn't. Because at the end of the day, if he's not going out of his way to cheat, then is it really cheating? And here's now I have a
But
very...
when you say not going out of his way, what do you mean? I mean, there's
All right.
other women who see him and who check him and you know.
All right,
push themselves
let me
on.
give you an example of going out of your way to cheat. Right? Let's say, okay, I'll give you the first instance. All right? I traveling from Castries to Vieux-Fort. You understand?
Right.
So I have to be in Vieux-Fort for 10 o'clock. I know it takes me about 45 minutes to get to Vieux-Fort. You gonna
You
answer
don't
this?
think that?
No,
All
let's
right,
see.
let's say who's on. Good morning, Hitz FM.
Good morning, Asylum.
Good morning, how are you?
This is a topic that you're playing with fire.
Okay, well, all right, Mr. Firefighter, come on in.
But I'm going to have to choose my words correctly.
Okay. I hear somebody saying in the background, see you better.
Buddy, listen, let me warn you first. If that will get you in trouble, hang up now.
Yeah. Yeah, you should.
So I got to choose my words correctly.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm saying, I think if you find someone that you truly love, right? I don't think that it is possible. If you truly love that person, I don't think you should be going out there and running anybody else. You understand? Because the same thing that out there have, the person that you committed to have it. If you didn't know that you didn't want to commit, you should never commit.
Let me tell you what I would say to that. There are a lot of times we are places in our life, we are there, but we're not mentally ready for it. Can you change the fact that you're there? No.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? There are times where we're at points in our lives that you're not ready for, but guess what? You're there and you have to act the part. And a lot.
Right, but then the thing is that you should do some soul searching and decide, okay,
But
do I
D,
want to go that route?
let me tell you, when sin get hot on you, there's no time to do self-searching. You know? When you're there in a situation and people hands around you and hands going in your pants, it's like the brain switch to the other head.
There's always self-control.
Yeah, but that's something that we have proven, we as men have proven that we don't have a lot of it.
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to women.
Especially when it's women you already wanted
I mean, you just had there's a video going around here about a pastor talking about certain things and his love for women and all of that and his love for sex. As a matter of fact, we're human beings.
Yeah.
And we're very sexual people.
Yeah, me tell you.
There's no man I feel on this earth that if put in the right not put in the right situation, but if faced in a locker room with a naked woman or a woman that can really truly, even if you're able to hold yourself back in your mind, even after the fact, you'll probably say, boy, I should have. What an opportunity I let pass. At some point, it's going to come back to you.
Some point.
It's the way we're wired.
Because you know why? You know why? Then that's where the male ego kick in, right?
And that is one of the main things.
What would they say?
That's one of the main things that drive us. You know the type of guys who will do things just because their friends expect them to do it.
Right.
Guilty.
That's where that ego kick in for boy.
The friends then will say, boy, you making that pass, you boy.
Boy, you had to register the boy.
And you just have to do it because you don't want them to feel well, boy.
And you finish there, you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But hey, I registered
And that's one of the major. That's one of the major difference between men and women. Women might be able to, on most part, they might be able to.
But Kola, let me just tell you, there's a difference between a man saying, going out there to the woman, like, you know what, I'll cheat on my woman today. There's a difference between a man like this and a man who just happened to end up in a situation, and it's like, well, life gives you lemons.
You end up in a mix-up.
Say that again.
You end up in like the song say, you end up in a mix-up.
Yeah, you know, you end up in a situation where you have to deal with it. You understand? You have to lay some ROD. You know, in this instance, it's like, okay, let's see what's going on.
Well, then you're gonna have to be like Barry Salmon. Double trouble is waiting at my door, right?
Now,
the thing is,
that's why I was going to talk about the situation I was going to talk about. So here's what I'm calling. Imagine you going from Castries to Viewfort. It takes you 45 minutes to actually do the drive, but then that gives you a 15-minute buffer. That means you could stop Denry for 15 minutes, do your business, and continue along your road, while nobody's the wiser. Your woman don't know. It doesn't affect your scheduling, nothing. You're supposed to be there for 10 o'clock, you leave Castries 9 o'clock. By 9:30, you reach, by 15:15, you reach Denry, do your thing. Boom, that gives you enough time to reach Viewfort for 10. Right? That's that. Compared to, you have to be Viewfort for 10 o'clock. You leave Castries 9:30 for you to stop Viewfort, Denry, still do your thing and reach Viewfort late for 10:30. You understand? That is a different thing. When you go out of your way to facilitate them things, that is when it becomes a problem. It's a problem, but then...
I was just about to correct you.
No, listen, the point I'm making is that at the end of the day, right, your woman, as far as she's concerned, know you go into Viewfort and you have to be Viewfort for 10 o'clock. When she call you at 10 o'clock, maybe tell you, I just got to Viewfort. You understand? You have not gone out of your way.
You just put out your whole
Tricks.
plan out there.
That tricks. That's real life. Because you all have more tricks. You understand?
Who's the tricks there?
Watch me. Who dropping you? My friend.
I want you to speak into the mic when you're talking.
My
You
friend.
have tricks, a lot of tricks.
Don't say my name on public radio, my God.
So you have a lot of tricks. And she giving the eye and the mouth too, eh?
Let me tell you. You know where we learn tricks from? From y'all.
Yeah.
You understand?
So what if, let's put the woman in the man situation now. Would you stay with your woman?
Yeah.
Would you, Asylum?
What, if a woman cheats on me?
Yeah. And she takes care of you.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Some have by affecting more. Listen, here's what, right? The thing
Let
is,
me answer.
it cannot happen if woman.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the
It can't
same.
happen. Because the moment you cheat on...
You see, let me tell you something, eh? Men put women on a different level than women put men. When a man is with a woman, to him, he might not show it, he might not say it. That's just how we are.
That's the prize.
But to us, that's like the prize. We see you above every other woman, even though we might partake in every other woman.
Activities.
But you are, in our mind, that pedestal. Like you're on that pedestal, right? No, women don't see men that way. Women see us as providers, as
functioning,
authority. You know, especially when it comes to the rude children, them, you know, talk to your child. You know, women just see us as providers. They basically see men as you know, the aid.
Yeah. And when they see a better provider,
and I believe that men love more than women do.
Deeper, harder.
Than women do.
That's why a man more likely to kill himself for a woman.
But that's what is happening.
Than a woman kill herself. Let me tell you, the truth is, right? And Missy, I need you all to understand that as young women, if you all do, that'll help you all a lot. You see, the man that respects you, that's the man who loves you. Because consider it, right? If the guy is very good looking, he has things going for him, but at the end of the day, he shows you his vulnerable side. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a difference between a fella just plainly ill-treating you than a fella who just have a problem with other women. Don't take ill treatment from any man. Don't get me wrong. If a man does not respect you, I advise you to stay away from him. However, the man respects you. And I'm talking about proper respect. I'm talking about you tell him something, you sit back, you consider things, and you try to make it work. That kind of thing. I'm not talking about a man that go just try and trash talk you. You see, he will do the other girls that. And that's the takeaway from it. Look at all the other girls that could replace you, but not replacing you. And it's interesting to think how men and women are wired so differently. In a woman's head, it's the complete opposite. So for them, they see men as the provider, as the thing. when they see a better provider, that is when they get emotional, and that is when they cheat. And if you look at it, tell me if I'm wrong, right? You guys, I'm going to say something, both men and women, and you're going to tell me if I'm wrong. When a man fantasizes about a girl, he just fantasizes about sex, plain and simple. Just if I hold that girl in that position and bah, let me tell you what, yeah, you're like, could me. And for women, they literally imagine that they're in a relationship with that person. It's never just a
sexual thing.
It's a relationship. It started off with you on a picnic. Then, you know, the ring shining on your finger. And then the picnic come and, you know, he lick you by your hair and then things start happening. That's a fantasy I've always had. You understand? I'm just saying. One of the fantasies I've always had too, you know, a lady is by the road, need to change her tire or something. You know, she don't know what to do and I pass and I help her. And then she helped me back. So, you know, that kind of thing. Right? If I'm wrong, fellas, am I right? On the men's part.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Women,
you are.
Am I right? On the and that's the difference. That right there is the difference between man and woman. Because, like I tell you, love and sex is completely different
from man and woman. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You see, when a man tell you he love you and he love you, there's the I love you man throw just to get you. You understand? And there's the I love you where a man deck for you. You have to know the difference. You have to know the difference. You feel me? When a man start making sacrifices for you, when a man start not spending time with his friends for you, that's when you know he love you. Any other thing could happen, you know. At the end of the day, is you. When anything happen, you're the first person he call in. The man love you. Trust me. Take note. When he feeling depressed, and he just like the thing is right. Here's the thing. When a man could enjoy your company without even initiating sex, that's when you know. He just want to be around you. He just want your company. He just like just a touch. Good for him. You understand? You don't have to be nothing. But the moment a partner reach in your space and is like, so you want St. Lucian sausage or what? You understand? open the bread. You feel me? That is a different kind of thing. So we need to know the difference.
To know the difference, yeah.
You check it?
I definitely agree with you.
So I believe the same way, right? If my woman holding me down and she cheating, it's a different thing. I'll not be a hypocrite and say I'll leave her. But at the same time, do your thing clean. Do it respectfully. You understand? Because at the end of the day, I know you're not a robot. And like I always tell people, if my woman not attracted to another man, she have a problem. She have a problem. She's not wired properly because we as humans are attracted
to each other.
Like I tell you all, attraction is not something logical, and it's definitely not a choice. However, it's my job as a man to have my woman continue choosing me. That's my job, to show her that there's no other reason not to choose me, that I'm her first choice every single time, and she's gonna be my first choice. And at the end of the day, her being my first choice doesn't mean that I ain't go falter, you know. Doesn't mean that my eyes ain't seeing. But at the end of the day, in spite of it all, if I had to choose between, if I had to make a life-changing decision, I'd choose you first. All the time, every time. And unless I have children, then hard luck. I'll choose my children first.
All right.
You know?
It's just about 9 o'clock.
I want to hear their views on what I just said.
Yeah, go ahead.
Am I right or am I right?
Makes sense.
Okay. That's it.
So then
I know this Harry not saying anything, and she just like
Harry's
even though
she's doing some soul searching
right now. Yeah, she's doing some soul searching right now.
Let me tell you.
What do you gotta say?
No, I agree with that.
You agree with that? All right. So
yet still I
you?
am single.
That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. We always be the ones to.
Yeah, they always ask, what do single people do? They give relationship advice. That's what we do. We give relationship advice, and some of the best relationship advice too. Let me tell you, Gopal Master.
Just about 5 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. You tune into Hitz FM 92.1, 91.1, the maximum music authority. It is Breakfast Fed. We're going to take a break.
Yes.
Musical interlude. Let the DJ drills do a little vibe.
DJ drills.
We'll come back. We'll get another
You're
song.
listening to music from the DJ drills.
Yeah, listen to that thing. All right. Keep it locked. Once again, I want to say good morning to the folks in the south of the island, the east, the west, the north. Good morning to the folks in the region, our neighbors down in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and of course Grenada, to the east Barbados, and of course Martinique. Good morning to you. Folks in Dominica, good morning to you. Folks on the international side, a special good morning. Hitz FM, the maximum music authority. Also want to say good morning to Mr. and Mrs. J up in Georgia. Good morning to you, Angel Berry, New Jersey. This is a bandit over in Canada. Good morning to you.
Real general, real cynical. Me step out like an old criminal. Boom. Time to pop me ready for the weekend. Boy, when it come to fet, you know we not sticking. It's a whole bag of girl, you don't know me praying. I want to know, which one coming home. So we tell them, fresh and clean, man stepping out. Say the one wrong town is we run the round, yeah. And we giving trouble. I want me party, you know the scene. The TS right now, what if I the scene, yeah. And we run the scene, cause we take the win. Say we take the win. It's just a whole bag of girl. It's just a whole bag of. It's just a whole bag of girl. It's just a whole bag of girl. Venting me the real general. Real cynical. Me step out like an old criminal. Boom. Time to pop me ready for the weekend. Boy, when it come to fet, you know we not sticking. It's a whole bag of girl, you don't know me praying. I want to know, which one coming home. So we tell them, fresh and clean, man stepping out. Say the one wrong town is we run the round, yeah. And we giving trouble. I want me party, you know the scene. The TS right now, what if I the scene, yeah. And we run the scene, cause we take the win, say we take the win, Girl, we are harassing, shots passing. I me the king and the flossing, we take the win, say we take the win, cause we are on top and we can't flop and the calendar wine and stop. Hear me now, shades in me, I can't see anything. Can a bubble and wine, give me everything. Watch how the gal them a roll. High grade band to say anything. Man high right now, seeing everything. Fest after fest we go home. So we tell them, fresh and clean, man stepping out. Say the one wrong town is we run the round, yeah. And we giving trouble. I want me party, you know the scene. The TS right now, what if I the scene, yeah. And we run the scene, cause we take the win, say we take the win, Girl, we are harassing, shots passing. I me the king and the flossing, we take the win, say we take the win, cause we are on top and we can't flop and we can't let my wine and stop. When we pulling up and we turn it up cause we don't want to go home. Gala bubble up and I cuddle up, can't come out of we zone. Oh gosh, I feel a skin and it's so soft. Thinking of taking our clothes off. From time you see we, everybody know what we about. Boy, fresh and clean, man stepping out. Say the one wrong town is we run the round, yeah. And we giving trouble. Boy, I want me party, you know the scene. The TS right now, what if I the scene, yeah. And we run the scene, boy, cause we take the win, boy. Say we take the win, boy. Girl, we are harassing, shots passing. It's just a whole bag of girl. Fetching me the real general, real cynical. Me step out like an old criminal. Time to pop me ready for the weekend. When it come to fet, you know we not sticking. It's a whole bag of girl, you don't know me praying. I want to know, which one coming home.
Yo, you got the big dynamite, making up DJ here. Don't know what else to do.
And we giving trouble. Right now, what if I the scene, yeah. And we run the scene, cause we take it.
Can you put pressure on the man scene? When you
move your waist, everything gon' clear. Show them who you is, you have nothing to fear. Show them how you're rain, yeah. Cling-a-ling-a-ling, yeah, your necklace swing. It's when you make a boss, when you're performing. People wanna know your name and thing. Let them know your name. My girl, kill him with the walk, kill him with the walk, kill him with the, kill him with the, kill him with the walk. I miss it, kill him with the walk, kill him with the walk, kill him with the, kill him with the, kill him with the walk. Don't stop. They call him El Jaja. Don't stop. Like a wheelie, make a boom boom. Don't stop. Nobody else don't stop. Don't stop.
I come out to
go. I come out to go. I come out to go. When you see the girl go. I come out to wine, boy. I come here to wine. I come here to wine, my love. I come out to wine, boy. I come here to wine. I come here to wine and go down low. And let me show you how the thing go. And let me show you how the thing go. And let me show you how the thing go. And let me show you how the thing go. Come let me show you how the thing go. I want you come speak my lingo. Come show me how the thing go. I want you come speak my lingo. Let me go. Enough for the talking. Get back to the flexing. And after the drinking, we go get to the next thing. You put your hand on my bumper. I pop it back like no water. Cause in another one like me. So boy, don't take my life. Let me show you how the thing go. And let me show you how the thing go. And let me show you how the thing go. And let me show you how the thing go. Come let me show you how the thing go.
Have a little money in my pocket 'cause I just got paid. I could do with a little more, but I still irate. So now I'm stepping out to a party. Trouble when I link up with my friends and family. But anyway, we do it, we should do it. We rip it up, we mash it up. Tell them if we bubble and then if we back it up. Everybody see me and they say me acting up. We just slave it, we mash it up. We rip it up, we mash it up. Double shit. Yeah. Jumping aside and then they like angle me. What a da bang. Angle me. Have a little money in my pocket 'cause I just got paid. I could do with a little more, but I still irate. So now I'm stepping out to a party. Trouble when I link up with my friends and family. Man, anywhere we go, we mash it up. We rip it up, we mash it up. Tell them if we bubble and then if we back it up. Everybody see me and they say me acting up. We just slave it, mash it up. We rip it up, we mash it up. Tell them if we bubble and then if we back it up. Everybody see me and they say me acting up.
Tonight is your night. It's your world, baby. Do what you like. Why don't you please me? Do what you want with me tonight. Don't you want with me all night? Carry on, baby. Carry on, baby. Carry on. Wind it up.
I'm all alive. If the point got to my head, say make I deny you. I go tell them, say I I'm all alive. If the point got to my head, say make I deny you. I go tell them, say lie. Oh, be like I just spend all of my money on you. Spend a couple million on you. Give you love until you say don't do, yeah. Special type of feeling that I feel when I'm with you. Oh, the mommy, anytime where I deal with you. I want your heart and soul and your own body too. I can't let you go. I'm beginning to fall in love. beginning to fall in love. I'm beginning to fall in love. This love no be ordinary thing. It's supposed to be one night thing. But I know they catch feelings. I dey vex when I see you with another person. No, no, I know they concentrate no more. Maybe felicitate your love. Hold me tight and rub on my head, baby, yo. Make I feel alright. Special type of feeling that I feel when I'm with you. Oh, the mommy and it's the way I do it, yo. I want your heart and soul and your own body too. I can't let you go. Lose it, man, I feel shot.